Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of Wild Cards 1, edited by George R.R. Martin, performed by Luke Daniels. Editor's note: Wild Cards is a work of fiction set in a completely imaginary world whose history parallels our own. Names, characters, places, and incidents depicted in Wild Cards are fictitious or are used fictitiously. Any resemblance to actual events, locales, or real persons, living or dead, is entirely coincidental. For example, the essays, articles, and other writings contained in this anthology are completely fictional, and there is no intent to depict actual writers or to imply that any such persons have ever actually written, published, or contributed the fictional essays, articles, or other writings contained in this anthology. Prologue. From Wild Times, An Oral History of the Post-War Years, by Studs Terkel, Pantheon, 1979. Herbert L. Cranston. Years later, when I saw Michael Rennie come out of that flying saucer in The Day the Earth Stood Still, I leaned over to the wife and said, "Now that's the way an alien emissary ought to look." I've always suspected that it was Tachyon's arrival that gave them the idea for that picture. But you know how Hollywood changes things around. I was there, so I know how it really was. For starts, he came down in White Sands, not in Washington. He didn't have a robot, and we didn't shoot him. Considering what happened, maybe we should have, huh? His ship, well, it certainly wasn't a flying saucer, and it didn't look a damn thing like our captured V-2s or even the moon rockets on Werner's drawing boards. It violated every known law of aerodynamics, and Einstein's special relativity, too. He came down at night, his ship all covered with lights, the prettiest thing I ever saw. It set down plunk in the middle of the proving range, without rockets, propellers, rotors, or any visible means of propulsion whatsoever. The outer skin looked like it was coral, or some kind of porous rock, covered with whorls and spurs, like something you'd find in a limestone cavern or spot while deep-sea diving. I was in the first jeep to reach it. By the time we got there, Tack was already outside. Michael Rennie, now, he looked right in that silvery blue spacesuit of his, but Tachyon looked like a cross between one of the Three Musketeers and some kind of circus performer. I don't mind telling you, all of us were pretty scared driving out. The rocketry boys and eggheads just as much as the GIs. I remembered that Mercury Theater broadcast back in '39.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?